Thank you so much for joining us today. Today I am joined by two amazing sisters. I'm sure you've already met her, Ngambo.
Yes.
Welcome back, girl.
Thank you.
And we have another sister friend on the panel. This is Abby Mali.
Hi everyone.
Welcome, girl. I'm so happy to have you.
I'm happy to be here.
So, guys, finally. Ish. Today we're going to be talking about everything dating, relationships, and love. So I hope you'll be really having fun listening to this. Don't forget to comment, ask your questions, and interact with us. So we're going to read out some questions and then anybody gets to answer. Just
Cool.
give your opinion.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So our first question is, what is dating? Define dating. And what does that look like? Yep. We say, no, I'm dating. What is it?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Different schools of thought.
Mm-hmm.
I guess everything we're gonna say here is like our own opinion, right?
Yeah.
So dating to me is getting to know someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
To me, that's what it is. So whether you choose to do it exclusively or not is another conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's just you're getting to know someone, and for me, I like to receive it as in you intentionally getting to know someone. So you're letting me know that we're getting to know each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I'm
think.
very straightforward. You know,
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of. I'm
very-
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I want to get to know you. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
let's
Okay.
do this. Yeah.
I think I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think. Do you agree?
I agree. Although for me,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like dating, like over time, I feel like the definition of dating has changed as as time has
Absolutely.
gone. Yeah.
Yes.
So now dating is now, oh, I have a thing with a person, or it's now others now are calling it the get to know, like you said.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think I agree with you, but for me, like the getting to know, and disclaimer, this is my opinion. For me, the getting to know part comes before the dating. Because,
okay.
yeah, I'm kind of a bit, like, I won't get into the dating before I get to know the person. Like, I won't say, oh, I'm dating this person. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
The dating is now like we're intentionally
Now, all
taking
dates
us,
and you're like,
dates
like,
and stuff like that.
Ah,
like now
yeah.
we're getting into it. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. And okay, this is interesting, especially for the next question. So, talking phase or getting to know phase. Can
Right.
you do this with more than one person? So, with the previous question, I was yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So, yeah,
cool.
I was going to find out. So, with getting to know people, does that mean that you can get to know multiple people at the same time, and then when you're dating, it's now exclusive, or I don't know. Yeah. So, basically,
Right.
can you do this with more than one person?
So I'll say it is possible.
It's possible.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's possible to get to know a number of people at the same time, if I should say that.
Yeah.
So people will show interest in you a couple of times. It could be 2-3 guys that are, hey, what's up, whatever, right? But I'm the type of person who I would, how can I say this? It's either like I'm letting you know that, like, it's a general, I'm not hiding it type of thing, but
so you're open about
that's me.
it, eh?
Yes,
Okay.
but that's me. Because when she says now, when you're getting into the serious like dating thing, I'm like, okay, I'm following one path or one,
yes.
Yeah, but you find that, oh, okay, there are people who show interest in you, hey, and I'm just getting to know you type of thing. Yeah, so it is possible to talk to a number of people, because you're not really now being exclusive, you're not doing whatever. It's just, I'm just trying to catch your vibe. What type of person are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then from there maybe you can make a more exclusive path.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you're getting to know each other, I think like it's not that serious.
Yeah.
You know?
It's not that. It's not that deep.
Yeah, it's not that deep.
For me, it's kind of tricky because, I love. Like I'm the type of person that can't. Of course, maybe I'll see a guy and I'm like, oh, he's cute. And I'll see him and I'm like, oh my god, he's cute. You know, and then maybe both have interest in me or whatever, but I will always like one more than the other based on when I get to know them. Like, okay, this one, my personality and their personality or whatever kind of matches, or even if they don't, but I tend to be gravitated towards one person more than the other. And then when that happens, there's the tricky part of you start to fall for that person, or like, oh no,
absolutely,
the feelings come in. And then now when you're kind of like, okay, I want to get out of this getting to know phase, and then maybe they're getting to know more than one person, and then maybe they end up going for the other person, and then
so you are saying that
feelings get into the mix.
It's messy.
So for me it's kind of tricky. Like I prefer, if you're talking to me, you're just talking to me, like no pressure, but like let's stop and then decide if this is going anywhere, if it's not. And then if it's not, go talk to the other person. I'm okay with that. Before the feelings get into
For me, so a certain part of my dating life, like earlier on, I wish I allowed myself to get to know more than one person at once. Not to date. Okay. For me, in my mind, dating is the process of getting to know someone. So I wish I kind of did that with multiple people, like getting to know different people. And then having my options. I mean, like, knowing that, oh, there's this person, that person, instead of I meet this person and then 2 days later I meet this other person and I can't get to know these other people.
Right.
No, I wish that I gave that other person a chance. Because some people I dated, my lord, like, but at the same time, I would still be honest. If I did that, I would want to let the other people know that, hey, so there's this, and at the right time.
Yes.
I don't think I'm just going to say it on the first the first day they are texting me or whatever and tell them, oh, so I'm talking to this. No, I don't think that's information I can give out on that same day. So, but
I agree. It's what you can handle.
Yes.
Because with Abby, she's saying, like, because she will want to, there's certain things you may want to sort of maybe share or whatnot, and you cannot share that with every sort of person. Checking where you're at and how you deal with getting to know a person is also very important. So I think the others who can manage the multiple, and then others are like, some are just like, you know what, a certain boundary I cannot. Like I sort of did that when I was maybe talking to a person, and then I reached a stage where I'm like, I'm liking this person. So then I even exclusively said, like, I'm getting to know you alone. Like, I'm not talking to any other people. So I like the way Abby said it. Like, for her, she knows when she's going into a certain direction. I'm like, no, I can't talk to multiple people. This time.
That's true, because I'm also thinking about it. I'm like, at some point it would have been a little bit tricky for me. How would have happened if I really liked two guys?
It's crazy. It is crazy. And me, I'm like, you know what? That's why I know I'm now going off topic, but even with like cheating, I don't know how people do the multiple, because I can't. I think I can mess up people's names or stories. I think stories for me
get
like,
caught.
When you went,
who was that? We went.
So it can really get tricky. But I think but the openness helps. It really helps. Especially this generation we're in.
I think, like, even when you're getting to know people, I feel like there should be like boundaries, that you set. Like, there's just certain lines that you shouldn't cross. It's not like you're not gonna go and say, like, oh, I'm getting to know this person. You go on a date, they drop you off, or they walk you home, and then you kiss, or things like that. If it happens with another person, where like you can't. So like I feel like, okay, not just even just the kissing or whatever, the hugs or whatever, like, I don't know, like, what is, like, I think the whole getting to know also should kind of like be defined, like, what what does that look like as well? Like, what kind of boundaries should people be setting when they're getting to know another person? Because to another person to look like, that was dating 3 people at the same time.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, you know, like, should we just kind of like, oh, we're platonic, we're friends, and I'm getting to know you, you're getting to know me. I don't know what that would look like for different people, I guess. So.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a sticky situation.
Yeah. Okay, so with that said, when is it a good time to start dating? So I guess maybe answer it as you would like to.
For me, let it flow.
Let it flow.
Yeah, because absolutely, Toni Braxton. You know,
Oh my goodness.
yes, I wanted to feel like it's a natural thing, and you feel it, I feel it type of thing, and where it's like I shouldn't invest. Like, what are we doing? You know, we've been, whatever one. Like, I would love at some point to our I don't know, our minds meet, or our emotions, to where, like, you know what, let's do this. For me, that's a good time.
Yeah.
For me, yes, I really like things to move and to flow. And if they're not, I'll say something. Like I'll say I'm like Bali.
It's not lining up.
I'm like, you know what? And I'll be very honest and say, I'm feeling, this is how I feel, or what. Others get intimidated by that, or kind of like, you know, what is it? But I'm telling you how I feel.
Okay.
So I would love for it to flow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Flow into it.
Yes.
I think for me, looking back, I would say that when I am emotionally ready, I dated so many people when I wasn't ready. And the stupid excuse I used to give you guys, people heal in relationships. Now, not that people don't heal in relationships, but then I feel like you should be healthy for the other person. And there's so many times when I dated people when I wasn't healthy. So it was,
and that's a good perspective to bring. I wasn't even thinking of it like that, because in my mind I'm just like, I'm already emotionally healthy. For me, for me to someone. Yes. So that's it's what you're saying is a really, really good standpoint. And for me, that's where I feel like I don't meet guys' perspective on that. I'm like, okay, I'm ready and I'm emotionally healthy, and then I meet this person who's like still dealing with blah blah blah, but yet they like me and what, and I'm just like, how are we gonna do this? Because I don't want to be your mom, or I don't want to be, like feel
like you're raising someone.
So I'll hang back. I'm like, no, you do you, and I'd rather you are, healing and going through whatever. And some people are like, no, let's do this. I'm like, no. So it's a very important point that you make. Very, very good.
Okay, when do you think is a good time?
Well, you know what? No, I want to know. I agree with I agree with both of you. But especially like with what you've said, Naomi, about the healing part. Like for me, I feel like every person, before you even meet someone, you feel like, okay, this one, I like you. Let's do this. You sit down and have an honest conversation with yourself, and ask yourself, did I heal from that trauma? Did I heal from what that guy did to me? Did I really forgive myself for what I did that time? Because all these things, trust me, I'm speaking from experience, it follows you in every single one of your relationships that you get into.
Absolutely.
So like for me personally, I'm going to get a little deep. I never used to like, I had an experience where a guy would, we've even agreed that guy relationship at chat. We agree and we're dating. And this person is not really being faithful. They're seeing other people, and when you confront them about it, they're like, oh, I thought, wow, it was okay. Was this even a relationship to begin with? You know what I mean?
Wow.
So yeah, so going into my next relationships, like it became very difficult for me to trust people. I'm constantly watching, like, what are you doing? Where are you going? Who are you with? Why were you looking at her like that? You know, that type of thing. So I hate to admit this, but I became the toxic person in the relationship. So when you don't heal from certain experiences, if not just stuff that you've been through in your relationships, but even just your relationships with your family member,
oh my lord,
or you know, father issues, mommy issues, you know, things like that. That stuff you will carry into your relationship. If you don't deal with it, your next relationship, just like that. So for me personally, I had to sit down and say, am I ready for this? And it comes down to what you said, heal. Just heal. And then when that happens, when you're ready to even start talking to people, even when you do start talking to your person or whatever, like, ask yourself questions. Is this something I'm ready to get into? You know, because once you get into it and you start falling for this person and you realize, oh no, I have unresolved issues.
Exactly. And then you get to hurt another person, and that's so true. And it's not even that you have to be perfect, you know, that you've dealt with everything.
Oh no, that's not.
Get to a good place, you know, at least have a good base, you know, where you're still healing, not where you're not even aware that you need to heal. Now that's a problem. So
awareness is so important.
Absolutely.
Be aware of the place that you're at. And I like that you said you don't need to be in a place where I'm perfect. No, just at least your awareness, and you've dealt with at least even just some of it, man.
When you're coming into the relationship, you both have truckloads of issues. Both of you have not dealt with, and they're both toxic. My goodness, that pot. Anyway, so our last question, you guys.
No.
I hope we have a part 2. So how much of your relationship should you share with others? Or dating life in general? Like how?
Me teacher.
All right.
Me teacher. You know what? Okay, for me, I don't think I want to be sharing every little detail.
Okay.
You're okay. This is like the closest person I have in my circle, and I have one other person, my auntie. She's like my sister. We grew up together, and if I didn't mention your name, it's okay. But like I have people inside my circle that I can talk to and tell, but it's Mamuna. But there are certain people that I cannot, because you know what, once you tell someone a flaw about your partner, or I say, your husband Larry, for example, can you imagine, just tell some random family member, can you imagine Larry?
No.
Larry didn't fold my socks, and he's time. The next thing is, Larry just lets his wife do everything. That other person's perspective of Larry is going to, Mr. Mhango. Every time I see Mr. Mhango, I'm just like, you know? And like, for me, that's a problem. Like, it's a big problem, because once, not you will forgive that person for whatever wrong they did to you. Not everyone.
They don't have that grace for him.
They don't have that same grace for him. So I feel like some things keep to yourselves. If you want to talk to someone, talk to your inner circle, the people that you trust. And like some things are just not meant to
go anywhere.
That is so true.
I also have a similar perspective. I think really share with those, if I can say, you do life with. And that key word of doing life with is a very small, literally small, like people who know more or less the traumas you've been with, you know, your triggers, whatnot, because they are your safe space. They're the people who, I mean, we're Christians, who you pray with. You know, you can really go and say, dude, I'm really struggling with this. You know, and how do you feel? And it won't just be even just advice. It could even be, let's pray about this. So it's And also just in that also still protect your relationship because
That's
then you're still because you're still learning each other with this person. You're still growing and evolving, and at the same time, even this same like your partner may even know that yes, you may even share something with like your best friend, and they're okay with that. You get what I mean? Because others, how could you whatever, but they're like even they know that is a safe space. So yeah, I think those two things, someone you do life with, where literally you can call and you're crying saying today is a bad day, and that person will either show up, do something and whatnot. So I
think just to echo what you guys have said, that it's about people around you, the safe friends you have, the closest people, because you have the responsibility to protect your relationship, just like your partner has that responsibility. And I know that especially when you look at what people talk about on social media, people say stuff like you can't share with your friend because they will steal your man. Then for me, the first thing that comes to mind is that's not your friend.
No, it's not.
Like your friend.
No,
that is not your friend, because obviously your friend already understands the boundaries.
Someone out there has just said that we're naive. For thinking like that.
No. Obviously.
Probably.
But if you have a girlfriend who you think can actually take your man, as she said, that's
not your
someone to have.
That's not your friend.
Around your space.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because I mean, first of all, a man cannot be stolen, you guys. We're talking about an adult, a grown person who gets to make decisions. So it's not like your friend will come, like, nighttime, put him in a bag and run with him. It's not that. This man said, sweetheart, let's go. And that cannot be your friend. So because of that, for me, I feel like there's boundaries, there's people you can be vulnerable with, there's safe people. I feel like you just have to be careful. And you have to really know who your friends are. Wow. So guys, thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed it. I really hope there's a part 2, because what you just talked about there about stealing your boyfriend, I have a story. So I hope we'll be invited back for part 2.
Absolutely,
I'm coming back. So thank you so much, you guys. I hope you're having such a great week. Do not forget to be kind to yourself. We will see you next time.
Bye.